They're so innocent looking, aren't they? They can cause such a nuisance. Well, the warning this morning as kids get ready to go back to school, Australian lunchboxes are overloaded with carbs.
So, what should parents be putting in their kids' lunchboxes? Nutritionist Kristen Beck joins us now. Good morning to you, Kristen.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Carl.
How are you?
Good,
Should
thanks.
we even be worried about that with kids at a young age?
You should be worried. It's more just getting principles, and also as they go back to school, we need to actually start getting rid of some of the treats they've been having over the Christmas
Yeah, there's
holidays.
plenty
So
of
getting
those.
back
I
a
love
little bit
those.
back on track.
Now, you've got 5 main categories,
Sure.
and the first one is carbs.
Yes, so what we're going to be trying to focus on is the whole grain, low glycemic index carbs. So actually things multi-grain, whole grain pastas, sushi, rather than those white refined carbs that go out, give you that short burst of energy. We want long-lasting burst of energy for learning.
The problem is it's harder to get them to eat those sort of things.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, kids generally these days are quite open to at least light wholemeal breads, those sorts of things. Sushi, it's amazing how many kids will happily
They
eat
love
sushi,
sushi.
as long as you can keep it cool.
What about the next category?
Okay, so protein's probably the thing we tend to miss out with lunchboxes, but protein's the thing that actually makes you feel full, so it's really important. Also, obviously, for growing bodies, so tuna, ham, chicken, eggs.
Yep.
As long as it's not a nut-free school, there's some walnuts up the front.
Okay, and dairy?
Dairy, so obviously calcium, strong bones. So with dairy, we've got some natural yogurt here. Keep an eye out for your yogurts. Obviously, they're a great lunchbox staple, but you actually, with some of these, you might want to freeze them, those types of things to keep foods cool, but just keep an eye out for the sugar content.
Okay, fruit and veg,
Yep.
another potentially tough one to sell to the kiddies.
Yeah, basically kids will eat a lot if it's actually cut up or dried, or even sometimes these are a godsend to actually, put some fruit. Kids love anything in a packet.
They
so
do.
even if you can do, some blueberries, cherries, something like that in one of the snap lock bags, or even we've got some carrots and celery and hummus, but they love anything in a packet is always good. Unfortunately, I'm still unpacking rotten apples from my kids' lunchbox from last year. I think we threw out the school bag.
Will be until 20,
Yes,
57.
so the whole apples are often not so attractive.
Now, down here, is that an ugly end or not?
The ugly end, we've missed water. Obviously, we
very
need water,
important.
and obviously we don't need to say too much other than, most kids are pretty well trained on drinking
And
water.
stay away from juice?
Yeah, and if you are going to do juice, it's only a small, very small, like 250 ml juice, but really the water should be the thing, and most schools actually implement water as the only drink.
Yeah.
What you want to be focusing on is the BPA-free drink bottles, so that's the bisphosphenol.
Good call.
Yes. So
and how many treats are potentially acceptable during the course of a day, any given day?
How many treats?
Yeah.
I like that.
He only works in
I was going to say, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, I was going to say not every day. But as I say, we're weaning them back off the treats over Christmas, so keeping an eye on portion control mostly, okay? Even the tiny teddies are fine because they're portion control. We want them filling up, obviously, on this stuff first. Yeah.
You know, the great shame is when I was growing up, at morning tea you'd have a cream bun and a sausage roll. and
or a matchstick.
and at lunch you'd have a pie. You know why we didn't put on weight? Because we were out there exercising inside the school curriculum as well as outside of it.
Very true. Yeah, absolutely.
So you keep busy exercising as well.
And all of this
Lesson
good
ended
food
for the day.
as well. Kristen, thanks for that.
News,
Thanks,
sport, and
guys.
weather next. Stay with us.